Hello, my name is Jeffrey Langevin. I am a prospective seminary student, and this is my video essay for the ELCA's Fund for Leaders Scholarship Program. What does it mean to be a leader? A leader is, in short, someone who inspires others to do the best work they possibly can, while simultaneously providing the bare minimum of necessary direction in order to ensure the assigned task is completed efficiently and effectively. A leader is someone who works alongside those under their jurisdiction, someone who encourages those around them in all situations, and someone who builds leadership and personal agency into others, ensuring that he or she is not the only one with know-how when the going gets tough and things don't go as initially planned. Leadership is necessary for the smooth functioning of any organization, and the church is no different in this respect. Our national church is currently facing a shortage of capable and willing leaders as church attendance declines and the relevance of church in modern American society seems to dip along with it. Without good leaders and strong authority figures in pastors, diaconal ministers, and lay volunteers, the church has little to no hope for the future. It is these leaders within the church that help to determine the directions of both the local congregation as well as the broader church organization. Part of what may have caused this deficit in leaders and potential leaders in the national and local church is a lack of focus by the national church on local church leadership, local church ministry, and ministry in America in general. It seems that, over the last decade, the national church has slowly shifted focus from that of serving its member churches to concentrating almost solely on missionary ministry overseas and social justice advocacy. While there is room for concern regarding the issues of countries other than our own, and the problems within our own country only solvable by certain legislative acts and regulations, it seems to many as though these issues have all but consumed the attention of the National Evangelical Lutheran Church of America. It is important that we as a church do not lose focus on our mission as children and ministers of God. It is my hope that rising interest in missiological ministry in America will begin to alleviate some of these problems, as this novel way of ministering to others begins to take hold in places other than the few local churches which are beginning to try their hands at it. I have, over time, developed a unique interest in missiological ministry and the many forms it takes, and have even gone so far as to take an internship at a planted church in Knoxville, Tennessee during the summer of 2016. Through the experience, I learned exactly where I find my calling in the church and exactly where I want to devote my time and study as a seminarian. The church needs to radically rethink the way it approaches the lost in our communities in America and the ways in which we can be a church of going instead of a church of coming. By this I mean, how can we as a church approach those who are lost, seeking truth and light, and provide them with answers, support, and friendship, rather than calling them to us, to our churches and worship spaces, hoping they will come of their own volition and be saved through their own power? Is it not Martin Luther himself who believed we have no power to save ourselves, but with the grace of God and his alien righteousness? We need to act on these theological foundations and with these principles in mind. We need to reach out to those who cannot reach out to us. We need to be the hands and feet of Christ in the world, working in whatever small ways we can to begin to redeem the fallen state of creation. We need to be active in our communities, willing to leave our comfort zones in our church buildings, willing to make connections, engage in true and honest friendships, share the gospel unabashedly, and pray with others out loud and in public where everyone can see it. This is not for our own benefit, but for the benefit of those we have so long been neglecting. This is to show those who don't know what prayer is or what it can do for them exactly the kind of grace and immediate action that can be expected from the living God. This is to show those who have never known Jesus Christ and his saving love and mercy the power of his grace and commandment. This is to show those who are disconnected from the church that we are a church of action that stays true to its word and isn't afraid to sin boldly while walking in the light of God. The church has become too sanitized, too sanctimonious and concerned with image, too concerned with justice, and too unconcerned with those immediately around us. We need a fire to light in our hearts and in the hearts of those in our leadership, to make changes and to show those seeking love and acceptance the pure and refined love of an almighty and all-merciful God. It is my hope to be one of the many beginning to redefine ministry in this way, and in so doing, change the face of the evangelical Lutheran Church in America to be one that truly evangelizes and ministers to those yet to be reached in a tangible way. The church no longer can afford to be a lofty institution, thought to be the center of American society and largely misunderstood by vast swaths of the American public. If we wish to see the perception of the church change, perhaps we will have to be the ones to finally reach out and change it.